it's just been so seamless to work with you guys, and
That's awesome.
I'm very grateful for that. With Vega, we were very uh, resource heavy. So we had a ton of assets. We knew how to onboard. It was all like kind of cut and paste.
Yeah.
With the other brands, it was a little bit more piecemeal. So the patience has been really appreciated. The flexibility, I think, with the team taking on a little bit more onboarding of themselves. So we onboarded them, but then instead of when we were sort of cross training people, they kind of watched the videos of our original onboard as opposed to us hosting net new ones, which was really helpful time wise. And it's been really good. The teams have been great. The 5 agents that we're working with, I think, are really fantastic. And anytime we've had any kind of issues, it's been a very constructive conversation between Cass and Jack. And I feel like they are on top of things and they give updates and, they follow up on things. So I think we've been handed a really great team of people and a really great team with TalentPop to work with. So I feel very confident and comfortable talking with Cass about kind of anything I need to. So that's awesome. It's been really great. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, I think we've been sort of handed a really great team, and I think the communication is really great. And I don't really have any issues at all. Anytime we've had anything that we needed to bring up with some of the agents, we've just dealt with it immediately. And I think it's also probably a bit helpful. And I don't know how some of the other clients work or if this is normal, but we're very hands-on. And so I don't think we are using Jack probably the way other clients might be. That's the impression that I've received, because we do like to have, a real touch point with the agents day to day. So we try and be as available to them as possible.
We try to embed within a brand wherever it's necessary. And you take a super hands-on approach where it's like, I'm talking to them, I'm answering all their questions, I'm doing all of that stuff, which is great. That's honestly the most successful outcome. But just know that you have this team to fall back on, where it's like, if you are out of the office or in the event that, you did need to step away as the team continues to grow, it's like you have this backup there that's there to help handle any escalations that are occurred, help come up to streamlining some of these decisions when you run into these crossroads, if you go left or do right, or if there's any feedback necessary, all right, how do we grow the team as we enter Q4 and Black Friday? It's like you have those resources on our end, but you're super hands-on in it as well at the same time. And
I also really like that they seem to like each other. I mean, I don't know that, but from my perspective, they seem to, and they use each other, and they're a real resource for each other. Before we outsourced, it was all obviously internal. And it was a lot more time is taken in the idle chit chat. And that can slow the work down a lot, really slow the work down. Whereas here, and there's nothing wrong with that builds culture, that builds relationship. Totally. It's just not having that, not having that sort of wow, it's really raining hard to, just idle,
it's like everyone's getting work done, and it, and you have the results.
And that's what you feel like, and I can see it. I can see the tickets. I know they're working. So that really expedites and makes things a lot more efficient. It makes the work get done faster. It means that we are hitting our KPIs. And if we're not hitting our KPIs, then, I think that there's probably a different reason.
Pro and con to all of it, right? So it's an efficiency gain that happens here, but you also want to solve for culture. But we try to do that in so many other ways, which is why these channels exist in Slack, which is why we have agents of the month, town hall meetings every single month on our end. It's we try to create this culture, and you guys have your own too. So it's they have so much to fall back on to make sure that we're having that great overall relationship to create a an environment that will allow them to be successful, be happy, but also like have a very long-term look at the work that they're doing as well too, and love the work that they do. Let's say that there was a brand that was also in the same place where you guys were handling things internally, and they're at this crossroad. Like, do you want to continue handling things internally, or do you want to go and like there's this company called TalentPop, they do this thing, they talk this game of being able to assist with handling customer support, but it's kind of a risk compared to what it is that I know. Like, what would you tell a brand that was in that situation?
Well, if they were in that situation, my guess is that they're getting rid of their team pretty quickly. So they will need support. And so, you know, I did meet with you guys and then a couple other companies. And what I really liked about your guys's offering is it was very built around and tailored to the needs of us as the client, as opposed to us fitting your model. Yes, of course we have to fit your model, but it wasn't like a plug and play. It was very much like, well, let's see how this can work for you. There were definitely things that we asked for, like your guys' company flexibility is outstanding. A couple of things that we asked for that probably was very specific to our company and our legal team.
Totally. Especially with multiple brands coming on board as
and
well.
A little bit of back and forth around that. And you guys were like, hey, listen, whatever we got to do. And just that flexibility is so appreciated. I'd say the speed at which you can onboard was also something that I think was really, really attractive. Your price point is lower than a lot of other price points, which is attractive to budget and to the higher ups, and a very easy sell for that reason. The no contract was also really great. So the risk reward is sort of built into your model, right? Like there's always going to be an element of risk when you're going from an internal team to outsourcing, but the risk is a little bit lower when you know you're not really tied as much to a contract. You're not really tied as much to, you know, all the sort of red tape that a lot of the other companies put out, and the quality of product in terms of the agents has just been fantastic. The support, the quality of the actual agents, and then the team leads, and then our support, your guys, like you guys are touching in with us constantly.